Hello, new viewers and old friends. I have an XRP case update for you with some great news that came out of it. And we're going to talk a little bit about how inflation is affecting the price of XRP. So let's go screen and explore the news. And as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. A good one here for the XRP fans. SEC versus Ripple. The judge denies motion to protect the Hinmann documents. Yes, on Tuesday, Judge Hinmann denied the SEC's motion to shield the Hinmann speech because of what? It did not fall under the attorney-client privilege. Positive news, as now XRP has cleared an important hurdle going forward with this case. What's important about this, though, is you got to remember, Hinmann was out there saying, hey, Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't securities, but now they're like, but wait a minute, but Ripple is. It is important here because now these documents are going to be released, right? They're going to be public record. They are going to be admissible in court, explaining how they're like, well, you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum aren't, but yeah, let's pick on XRP. Well, they didn't say that last segment, but we know that's what the SEC is doing. Now, let's be honest here, everyone. We know the SEC is going to appeal because this was a huge win for the XRP team. In fact, I've got the tweet right here. Breaking Magistrate Judge Hinmann denies the SEC's attorney-client privilege claims. The predominant purpose of communications was not to provide legal advice. And that's what Hinmann was saying, and that's what the SEC was saying. He was getting legal advice, everyone. No, he wasn't. They were having a conversation, and guess what? These documents must be produced. And if you want to read the full decision from Judge Hinmann, I will have it linked again in the description below. So now back to the price here. Really interesting to see that when this article was released, there was no movement as price, as you could see on the screen. The market is reacting to broader inflation data. I did a video a few days ago that said, hey, everyone, July 13th is when the CPI data comes out, but guess what? Market movers will show their hands a few days earlier, and yes, they did. You could see a few days earlier, there was an obvious sell-off leading up to the CPI data. Now, let's pretend, though, that the whole SEC XRP thing with the Hinmann documents went against XRP's favor. That easily could have sent XRP lower. But no, that's not what happened. XRP won in this instance, and the best part is we are seeing some massive resistance from XRP at a key level. Take a look at this chart right here. This dip that you can see right here under the cursor is when that inflation data was released, that CPI report. This reaction was from the retail markets not being prepared with the advance notice that the insiders were giving us. Now look real closely at this point here. Yep, it never broke that 30-cent mark. How nice is that we're seeing some super strong support for XRP at that above 30-cent mark. Now, if we zoom out just a little bit, you could see even more and more that as it gets close to that 30-cent mark, it's rebounding back. Same thing, look at these earlier dates. June 17th gets to that 30-cent mark, rebounds back. We've seen that time and time again. There is some obvious resistance at that 30-cent mark. Now, I'm excited for several different reasons, and I'll share them with you. This XRP case will set a precedent for the rest of the crypto market. A lot of us out there understand that what happens with this case can have massive effects, especially if they're negative, well, and positive too, to the market, right? So all of us are watching this SEC XRP case very closely. But that second positive news that I wanted to share with you is the massive amount of support around that 30-cent mark. Think about this, right? Think of all the liquidations. Think of Celsius locking people out, Babel, all those companies out there, Three Arrows, Voyager, all that negative news has not pushed XRP down like as we've seen with Ethereum and others. So great news out there as we're seeing a stronger floor resistance mark being built at the 30-cent. And we're also seeing small wins like this in the case that are setting a positive tone for XRP.